Hi guys, welcome back to Butterfly Love, where I talk about anything and everything that comes to mind. Say hi to my bear. She's gonna make a lot of appearances. I think I've named her. Forgot what I named her though, but leave comments on what I should name her. She's just like a little bear. She's so huggable. Look at this. Like just best friends. I love you. I won her at this, it wasn't a fair, what was it? I don't know. Someone had just like free points and they gave me it, and I was like, bet. So I just grabbed the biggest thing and I saw this one. I was like, I love you. And it has blue eyes. Like, cute. So she's gonna be sitting right here listening. Today's video is gonna be about religion and how I'm not religious, because today I saw some like religion, like trauma videos on TikTok, and I was like, this is what I should make a video on, because I'm so passionate about this. Like, I used to be like a diehard Christian. Now I'm not religious, and this is my story for how I'm not religious right now. I don't know what I am. I think I'm just, I don't know what the term is. Like, I know there's a creator, but I just don't know who or what, or I mean, no one really knows who that is. And I feel like that's what religion is. Supposed to provide answers for those troubling questions that we just don't know, like what happens after life, what happens before life, why are we here, what are we doing, why am I holding up my hand right now, why am I breathing, and why are you watching this video? Just all these things like that's happening. I'm just like, I feel like religion is supposed to like somehow answer these questions. And so I mean, I think if I were to, I'm not gonna bash religion, because I think religion can be very beautiful. It can be something that, you know, it clearly many people believe. I used to believe in it. Like, it's something very believable, and once you're in it, it is like a whole different world. It really transforms your world in a good way if you think the religion's a good thing. But there are a lot of side effects with it, and it's not 100% truth. I feel like nothing in life is 100% truth, because if we found that out, everyone would know what that 100% truth is. I mean, there's hardcore facts, which I feel like maybe are many 100% truths. Like, I'm a Black African American girl, like that is factual, that is 100% truth. But if we're trying to figure out, like, you know, for the certain hard questions of life, like, you know, what is my purpose, or why are we here, why is the earth created, why is there space, like what's going on, that part, there's no like 100% truth that anyone knows, at least that I know. See, and even that one doesn't even have to be 100% truth, because maybe I don't even know the truth, and there is a 100% truth, I just don't know it. So yeah, let's get started. Let's get started. I guess let's start when I first got into Christianity. So I'll give you a little bit of background. So my dad and his side of the family is deeply into Christianity. My grandpa and my grandma, they're both pastors for their own church. They've had their own church for, I don't know how many years actually, but they've had their own church, and they've, you know, been ministering. That's a Black church, you know. They've had that. My dad's side of the family attends there right now. I mean, I don't know how that's going, because COVID, I feel like, messed up a lot of things. But before COVID, a lot of my family, they would go to this church, and, you know, it was more like a family church, but then it branched off into, like, you know, they have members other than family that went there. And at first, I did go to this church. I really grew up in this church until a certain point, and so obviously it was grilled in me that, you know, Jesus is my savior, you know, Sunday school questions, got them down, got them packed, check mark, basically. And, you know, I didn't find an issue with it, because obviously I'm young, I'm dumb, I don't know anything else, and I'm still exploring the world. So obviously I'm not going to know what's right or wrong. I'm just going to follow what I think, you know, what's being told to me. And from that point on, I'm thinking that must be the truth if they're telling me it. Like, obviously I just blindly believe them, because I don't know anything else. So So yeah, I, it's always been in the back of my brain. And then after a while, my dad actually left that church and we went to another church. And he wanted to, he said he felt like God was calling him to another church, whatever, whoop de whoop. And then so we went to another church, started brand new, like I didn't know anyone there, mostly white. And I'm gonna make another video on whitewashing because I had a whitewashed face and that was not cute, but we're gonna save that for another video because that was very traumatic, going from very black to very white. Traumatic. So besides the point, back to what I was saying. So yeah, my mom and my dad, they were very involved in the church. They did life groups, I believe. I mean, I was still pretty young, so I'm trying to like remember. And my mom, she was a Christian. I think she was a Christian because of my dad, because my dad was like really involved in my, like, his side of the family's church. And then like I guess he kind of like converted her or whatever, because before that she said she had gone to church but she wasn't like super involved, and then meeting my dad, like she became like involved and stuff since he was involved, and then that just led on. So then yeah, so they were both Christian, whatever, divorce happened, they were both still Christian, went to church. I went to church every Sunday with my family, every weekend, whatever weekend it was, with my dad, with my mom, we went to church. I never really, I served in the church, but I never really like, I wasn't like someone super huge. But being I was always used to kind of being like royalty. I don't want to say royalty because like that sounds weird, but like I don't know another word to use, but I was always used to like being in the attention, the spotlight, because my grandpa, he was like the main pastor of that other church that I mentioned. And so at this church, I was just a regular, churchgoer, which is perfectly fine, and I have no idea, but that was still, that pressure kind of was still there. When I saw them, like my dad's side of the family and everything, and obviously they're just deeply rooted in Christianity. I didn't see anything wrong with it because, again, it's all I knew until recently. Well, before I get to the recently part. So then, I was still religious, all the way up until I got super religious. And in 2020, that's when it became real. I was like, oh my gosh, God is real. I need to have a relationship with him, or else I'm like gonna go to hell at some point, or like everything started to make sense. I even tried to like read the Bible front to back because I really wanted to understand what this religion was about. But I really wanted to understand what this religion was about. So I started like reading, I think it was a book or a chapter every day. No, it was a chapter. It wasn't a book because there's 66 books and it was like a year-long thing. So I really wanted to like follow and like do it die hard. Like I had like different phases of that where I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and then I stopped, and then I'm gonna do it, and then I'm stopped, and then I'm gonna do it, and then I stopped. And this time I was like, I'm gonna actually do it and follow through. And then I ended up stopping. I was like, I'm going back because I found out the truth. What changed my mind was, so I really started thinking. I was like, so if Jesus is real, like all these things, like I think it is real. Like, I think Christianity can be very, very, very real, but I also think it can be also fake. And I recently realized that I think religion is like a snow globe. It's like a snow globe. Like imagine a snow globe right here. Right now I'm outside the snow globe, but the snow globe is right here, and this is Christianity. And before I was just like inside of the snow globe, like looking around at the world. It's very realistic because I'm inside the snow globe. But once you're outside the snow globe, there's so much more to life outside the snow globe. And that's what I'm starting to realize. That's what made me think that Christianity is just not what I want to do. It's not what I follow, because some of the rules, of Christianity is like, I feel like bad. Like saying you can't like, all the LGBTQ plus things not allowed, which I'm like, why? Like I used to, like, I wasn't homophobic or anything. Like I loved all my gay friends, all, like, if they're gay, like I didn't care. Honestly, quite frankly, like I just loved them regardless. But now that I'm looking back, I'm like, wow, that, like, I feel like religion, really Christianity, is so limiting. Like you can't even be an LGBTQ plus person. And what if that's like your actual thing? Like what if you're like blended like that? Obviously, like, it's not like, oh, heterosexual, male, female, like you can like another woman. Like I feel like there's so much more to the black and white standards of Christianity. And I always say, like, it's kind of like a well thought out fairy tale, honestly. It's like a well thought out fairy tale that is convincing and can be followed and can become real. It can be very real, but it's fake. It's like I said this today, like when I was explaining this earlier to somebody, I was like, it's like Ghostbusters, or like trying to find Bigfoot. Like Ghostbusters, if you are a Ghostbuster, you fully believe there are ghosts out there that you are trying to find. But to people outside of that, if you're not a Ghostbuster and you don't believe in it, it's fake. Or, like, it's just not, like, it's not as real to them. It's not as real. And that's how I feel like Christianity is. Like, everyone has their own truths. There's no, like I said, back to the beginning, there's no 100% truth. There's always, I feel like, bad and good things with everything. Like there's nothing that is 100% right way. Even with Christianity, it's not all good. There's bad consequences with it, I feel. I just don't subscribe to it anymore. Like everyone has their own truths. You can live in your own reality. You can create your own world. If anything, I feel like I am God experiencing life through my eyes. If this was alive, it would be God experiencing life through the bear. Or, like, I feel like there's so much more to religion, and really, I keep saying religion, but really Christianity, because that's the one that I really know about. I don't really know about the other ones, but I feel like there's so much more to it, and I'm just now like starting to come out of it. And I'm like, wow, life is so much bigger than what I thought. Why didn't I know this before? And maybe I wasn't ready to know it before, but I'm like, other people who are not religious or don't follow Christianity, like, they know this way before. And I'm like, how come I knew this late? I feel like I'm missing a lot of things. I should have wrote an outline or something so I could, like, really stay on track and, like, know if I'm missing anything, because there's, like, a lot to it. But I don't know, it's just like a lot of the rules, I'm just like, ugh. Like I feel like the deeper you get into Christianity, the more you just don't be yourself. Like, let's say sex before marriage, like the whole purity thing, I feel like there's good intention behind that. I see why it is constructed the way it is. But I also believe that is so it inhibits the natural desire to be sexual and to, like, enjoy the sexual pleasures of life. Like, if that makes sense. Like, not in a bad way. Like, you can obviously, like, enjoy the sexual pleasures of life in a good way. Like, there is a good way of doing that without being married, I feel like. But it's ideal if you have sex after marriage, and because there's a higher chance of maybe like staying, like, it's ideal. Like, it's like like I said, a fairy tale. It's like an ideal version, and it's like almost too perfect sometimes, to where it's like you can't live up to it because it's like not natural. It's like it tries to, like, inhibits your natural to form like this perfect, holy, like, whatever. And it's like, I just want to be Jasmine. How come I can't be Jasmine? I should be able to curse, like, shit, fuck, damn. Like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. You know? Like, those are the things that I'm like, I feel like Christianity, like, just inhibits you to where you can't be yourself. Because I feel like for a long time, I mean, there's other factors to why I wasn't myself, but I feel like Christianity played a part in that, because I was like trying to be good and trying to please God. You know, like, I'm trying to please God. And again, it is good to have the fruits of the Spirit and all that stuff, but it's also okay to like explore things outside of it that are secular, and that is not bad. Like, that is not bad. It's not bad to explore other things outside of God. I feel like diehard Christians are like, God only, God only, God only. And I'm like, you can go outside of God and be okay. Like, that's the part that like I've really realized recently, and it's just been eye-opening. So yeah, I might make a part 2 to this, because I know there's a lot more to why I'm not religious, but this is like the beginning of it. Please let me know your comments down below. Hopefully this wasn't like too jumbled and too like not well thought out, because I'm just going on the top of my head, but I think it made sense. Hopefully it made sense. Oh yeah, guys, do you like my nails? My nails are so cute. Like, I didn't think I was gonna like them this much, but I actually love them. They look really good in this video too. Look at my nails, they're so cute. And I got my toes orange. Cute. So make sure to leave comments down below what you think about religion, how, like, you know, if you had any religion awakenings or religious trauma or anything like that. Like, let me know down below. I would love to hear and love to respond. All the people who are just like, you need to follow God, you're, you know, of Satan, whatever, I don't really want your comments. It's just, I don't want you to waste your breath. I don't know what else to say, y'all. I think I'm gonna get off and try to edit this and upload it. But thank you guys for listening. Subscribe to my channel. I really want to do this high, actually, because I feel like that would be like a different ass video. So maybe I'll do another, like, my part 2 high, because I feel like I get smarter when I'm high. I get so smart. This is sober jazzy though. I'm a little bit awkward, but it's okay. Right, Penelope. Should that be her name? Penelope? Hi, Penelope. Doesn't she look like a little, like, Penelope Peanut? Hi, I am Penelope, and I like dick. I'll see you guys in my next video. Like my video if you liked it, or don't. Just be honest, honestly. Subscribe, ho.